Hey, it's Chronologically Gaming, the only channel that's perpetually retro because we're playing every video game in order of release. All these video games are brand new in October 1982. And we were last playing Mouse Puzzle for the Create-A-Vision. But that's not all. Lots more new games to play. Let's see what's next. Our next game is on the Dragon 32, the little micro, from Wales, and this is Madness and the Minotaur. Let's check it out together, starting with the box. Now, we usually play the first game of the first time it was released on a system because a lot of systems have multiple releases. This is a later box, not the very first box you would have seen, but I had to show this later box because this artwork is really, really good, and a lot of the Dragon 32 cassette cases have been excellent, but this is epic. This needs to be a poster on the wall. It is obviously a Minotaur, but it doesn't really tell you exactly what kind of game. Maybe it's action adventure, action role-playing, who knows? Well, the front, though, is fantastic. This marks our 26th game we've played for the Dragon 32. And we've already seen this. Madness and the Minotaur was already on the Coco in May 1981. So here it is. We're playing it again. This is the first time you would have seen it on the Dragon 32. The classic Dragon 32 box. And the back of the box. And there's our cassette tape. See, it always has that that dragon dragon symbol in the top. Looks fantastic. So there's a cassette we're gonna play with an example of the screenshot. There's a lot of text, which means we're gonna be getting involved with a text adventure game. You bet they did, Curtis. I love showing all the artwork they have for the Dragon 32. It is a lot. It's pretty good. All right, so the manual goes through pretty much the mumbo jumbo we've seen with adventure games or text adventure games. I believe this is our 208th text adventure game of all that we played here on the show, so we're pretty new to it. It's all machine language. Madness and the Minotaur is a classic adventure game utilizing 2 words command, so 2-word text parser. But we have to type N for north, S for south, it says. You have to enter the castle of King Minos, descend to the labyrinth, collect all the treasures you can find, bring them out in the forest to score points. So it's collect treasure and bring it back. The very classic motif, similar to Colossal Cave. But this one has dangerous things happening. It's played in real time. If we leave the game for a length of time and return, we can find ourselves dead because things will happen while we're doing it. Very, very rare. Another game we played on the ZX Spectrum was The Hobbit that did that. Even better than this one, but this is very rare to see a real-time text adventure game. There's also the Minotaur that's walking around, and that's why they say you could be dead. This is also a random game. Whenever we play this, the treasures and where everything's located is changed every time. So every time we play is a different experience. It shows us how to load Madness and the Minotaur here, and it has some clues. Man, we're going to need it. Maximum score you can get in this on the Dragon 32 is 240 points. That's finding the treasure and bringing it back. Yes, it's all appropriate, Manly. Just fill in all the gaps. The game puzzles will slowly reveal themselves. We begin the game at peak condition, and there's many things that hurt you. Stumbling and falling, unsuccessful jumping, scorpions, minotaurs, troglodytes, and satyrs, just to name a few. And we have things we can do that regain our strength, such as eating, drinking, or walking through magic aura. Lots to do for a text adventure game. And then have some general clues for things that can help us, because you bet there's puzzles in this one. This is pretty cryptic. We played some harder games that would figure out, but I mean, unnecessarily hard. This one's still difficult. And you can see here we have a few spells that'll provide abilities that we get in the game. And then the back of the manual has the warranty mumbo jumbo with the dragon. All right, let's pop in and play that cassette, The Madness and the Minotaur. This is by Tom Rosenbaum, originally by Spectral Associates, published by Dragon Data at some time in October 1982. Well, they said machine language, so we're going to speed this up as usual. I'm not going to wait for cassettes to load here on Chronologically Gaming. We got games to play, but you would have to wait quite a bit of time. Enter the labyrinth if you dare, but beware the creatures which haunt its depths. Good luck. Now, I have to tell you, I'm a little scared because this is a real-time text adventure game, and it's pretty creepy to know there's a Minotaur just random around this maze. Okay, we're in a small library. A great doorway is on the south wall. A large doorway is recessed into the north wall. A bottle is resting on the floor. And by the way, every playtest I've done, it's all started different. Where you are in this maze. So where the treasures are, everything's all random. So I've seen different messages every time I boot this game up and play. Very, very interesting. Well, if there's a bottle on the floor, let's get bottle. By the way, this adventure game it has no walkthrough, so there's no way that I can follow a walkthrough because everything's random. So there's people that have given you tips and tricks of how to play or what to do when you approach things, but there isn't a step-by-step walkthrough. So very nice touch, because majority of adventure games you can get all the answers right there. All right, so we have a large doorway in the north wall. What if we say north? It worked. It's usually if there's a doorway, we have to open it or unlock it, but it just let us through. That's nice. You're in a narrow hallway with a table and a chair. A gently sloping trail winds south. A broken trail leads west. A twisting trail leads east. Oh, I'm already twisted around. Remember, you'd be making a map right now. So write down this map because you have to follow this, especially in this game. There's a great hole in the north wall. You're at the bottom of a twisting stairway. There is a small lamp resting against the wall. Oh, we got to get that lamp. Is the game, the emulator pauses when I type in lamp. Oh, very nice. So this one has a few differences from the Coco version. This one's even more forgiving. The save feature that was present in the Coco really doesn't work here. So you can't even save this game, which kind of brings it down more to the broken range. So the port on the Dragon 32 is not the way to go. You really should be playing the TRS-80 Color Confusion. Now, I have to try it. Can we rub lamp? No, we can't. Doesn't understand that. All right. Can't have any fun here. All right, so can we go north wall, bottom of the twisting stairway? Let's go ahead and go to the broken trail west. You're in a small room with drapes on the south wall and narcissus plants in the corner. A doorway to the west winds into a chamber. There is a narrow passageway to the east. So not only are we placed in a random place, everything in the maze is random, but also all the items are random. So could this game be the very first true randomizer of video game form? Because this isn't just having some random elements here and there. This is randomizing everything. Where you are in the maze, all the items in the maze, where everything's found. So we played games with random elements, but this one takes random elements to the extreme. I'm saying that because I'm totally lost. I'm not drawing a map while we play that. That's right. That's why I hit P and the whole thing pauses. All right, so we have a passageway to the east, but I believe that's where we came from. To the west, winds into a chamber. Let's go to the west. We're in a narrow passageway with a marble floor. A broken trail leads east. Small opening winds out of sight to the north. And while we're playing this, the Minotaur is somewhere around the maze. And if I just sit here, the Minotaur could come at us and destroy us. All right, so let's go ahead and go east. Oh, no, I don't want to go back east. I want to go north. You are in a great stone tower with a low broken ceiling and a pool of water in the corner. A winding passage disappears to the south. A stairway leads down. A leather shield is hanging on the wall. Nice. Can we do take? Take shield? You cannot reach the shield. What? Are we too short? We can't reach the shield. Bang wall. I don't understand that. I'm seeing if we can find a way to reach the shield, but it looks like no. There's a broken ceiling and a pool of water. Can we swim? Go pool? No, it doesn't understand that either. So we can't go to the pool or in the water side. All right, so I really wanted to show you what happens whenever you die, but because it's random, we'll just play for a few more minutes so you can see a little bit how the game is. It is the usual fare on the Coco and the Dragon 32 with nothing but green everywhere. But let's go ahead and go to the south. Yeah, back to the marble floor. And let's go to the east. To the stone tower, broken ceiling. Oh, okay, that's a pool of water. And the stairway leads down. Let's go ahead and go down the stair. It's dark, and you can't see. If you continue, you may fall. If I try to go east, what happens? It's dark and you can't see. If you continue, you can fall. An eerie phosphorescent glow fills the entire room. Opal is now laying at your feet. Get Opal. Now, I'm wondering if that was random and Opal just shows up whenever it feels like it. Oh, yeah, I didn't see our inventory. What do we got? We're holding the bottle, the lamp. Okay, so yeah, light lamp should work, right? What? Oh, wait, the lamp doesn't count. Is it one of those lamps you're supposed to rub? But we already tried rubbing it. Turn on lamp? There we go, yes. Use lamp. You don't understand use. Man, those limited two-word text parsers. We're in the dark, and I know we have a lamp to turn on. Maybe you got to get another item to make the lamp work. That's right, Curtis. That's what's happening with the P key. All right, so if we drop it, it should work, right? Lamp. Oh, I have to do space. Lamp. Okay, yeah, it works. And then get lamp works. And then on lamp. I'm trying to think, what would the game understand? And you have to do that a lot when you play these games. What does the computer actually understand? Let's try it. Oil lamp. Nope, it doesn't understand that. Thanks for the help, though. And that's what you did. You usually had people that were yelling out things behind you, behind your shoulder. Oh, try this, see if the computer understands that. And then it's a big victory when you actually figure out how to get it to work. On lamp, turn on. It wouldn't understand. It has to be 2 words. So how would you light up your lamp or use the lamp? My only other guess is you have to find the item for it. Yeah, we've tried it. It doesn't work. Light lamp. Nope. And with that, we'll stay in the dark and end our quest. Oh, maybe just light. Light. Nope. Use lamp. Nope, doesn't understand it. Lamp. Just lamp. Lamp it. Go lamp. No, it doesn't understand it either. I really was hoping go lamp would work. Yes, eat lamp. Don't be ridiculous. That means the game understands. The game knows we said eat lamp. Whatever. There you go. There's a quick taste of Madness and the Minotaur. Another game that you would have to spend a long time getting used to the text parser, and you did in 1982. So this one is our 25th game that Spectral Associates has given us. We do all ports here on the show. And Dragon Data, this is the 10th game that they've published. At this point, for adventure games, this one would be above average, but because of a few of the bugs or the port to Dragon 32, I have to go lower than other games at the time. There's a lot of internal rules and conditions that change every time you play, which is kind of cool. And there's also the real-time monster movement that takes place in the game. But with having no save and a little more unforgiving, I'm going to go 3 stars of all the games you could play on all home computers. I'd go a notch above just because of the randomness, but you can tell by the text parser it's a little simple. All right, so even though we're played 208 text adventure games, how about some more? Coming up next is more Dragon 32 video games, and this is Mansion Adventure 1, when you thought it was all over. Yes, I'm with you, Curtis. If it doesn't have a save feature, then it's all over. Mansion Adventure 1 will save us. The clues are there, so is the treasure, but can you find it? It is for one player, like majority of adventure games. So here you go, the 27th game we played on the Dragon 32. Originally, we saw this on the Coco in January 1982, and here it is for the first time. This is by Microdeal, and the front of the box gives me vibes of Mystery House, but I know it's not going to play that way. This is the beginning of the Microdeal Adventure series, sort of, if you want to call it that. They were trying to do what Scott Adams did and make a whole series of adventure games, but it didn't really pan out as well as Scott Adams. No one does what Scott Adams did. So Microdeal, this is the 13th game we've seen by them. Flip it over, you can see it's a cassette. We're playing again on cassettes on the Dragon 32. Do we have any artwork for Mansion Adventure 1? Yes, on the inside sleeve. How do you play adventure games? Playing adventures is simple. It's solving them that's difficult. When you start the adventure, the computer will tell you where you are and where you can go. You can enter 2 words, the first of which has to be a verb for something like go, walk, examine, take, and the second's a noun. Thanks for explaining it so well. The tip is always take a map, and when they say take a map, they mean make a map. If you're really stuck, type help. Okay, so this says help. That's very nice. You have inventory as well, tells you what you're carrying, and then it says good luck. Yeah, thanks. There's the cassette, as well as an alternate version of Mansion Adventure, I believe, before they had the series. So this is the first box you would have seen for Mansion Adventure. That's right, Curtis. Infocom for sure. All right, let's pop in and play some Mansion Adventure by Microdeal, released at sometime in October 1982. This one's also going to come out even way later in 1985 on the Commodore Plus 4. Look forward to that. All right, so we want to go... I actually want to do this one different, and... let's do... I'm just going to reset so we don't have the P key messing up the emulator for us. All right, so what do we want to do? This one is, I believe, in BASIC. Ready, set, go. Yes, it is. So no machine language. And then run it. Yes! Mansion! Doesn't even say Mansion Adventure. Some say it's haunted. Others say it's cursed. Whatever the truth, no one has ever recovered the fabled Mansion Diamond. except us, which we probably won't anyway because we play these so quick. Your task is to enter the mansion, find the diamond, and then get out safely. Hit enter to continue. Are you sure you want to continue? Make your quest using 1 or 2 word commands such as look, go north, take statue, break statue, help, inventory. By the way, help is such a big thing. But we played text adventure games so long. This is our 209th text adventure game that help in a video game in one of these games is awesome. If one command doesn't work, then try another. That's the fun. Welcome to October 1982. Hit enter to start. Are you ready? Man, they're really gearing us up here. All right, so location is we're outside the mansion, and we see a locked door and then directions. Very nice. They're breaking it all down. It's straight to the point for adventure games. Now, for adventure games, this one does have a walkthrough, so we can actually play a little bit longer or a little further in this one. All right, so this one, if we say open door, it's going to say, sorry, that's not possible. What do you want to do now? And then what we can do is say, go door. You're unable to. So they're understanding we want to go through the door, but it's not going to work. So what we have to do is pry that door open. The door pops open. All right, so, and then we can go door. Is that right? Yeah. Go door. I'm always going to love that. An entrance hall is where we are now. We can see a coat tree, and then the directions are north, south, east, and west. So we can go all different directions now. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the room, and that's all it has. And notice it's breaking it apart in 2 places too, very much like the Scott Adams adventure games. They tell you some stuff, and then you have the text parser down at the bottom. All right, so let's go ahead and head east. In here, we're now in the sitting room. We have a shabby sofa and a cheap statue. Yes, Manly, isn't that great? The good old days when you can break and enter in video games. And we have directions north and south. So let's go ahead and can we get statue? Okay, you've got it. Break statue. So we have to break and enter, and we have to break things. It breaks into 5,378 pieces, revealing a medallion. Take medallion. Okay, you've got it. Nice. All right, we've taken the medallion, and let's go ahead and look. Nope. See, if you type too fast, wait, it worked. That's right. It only understands the first few letters. So even though I misspelled it, it worked great. Yes, you can always break and enter haunted mansions. That's right, Charlie. And no one will bat an eye. So the writing says lead A82. So it's a clue we're going to be using later. All right, let's head north. We're back in the dining room with the old table. Let's go ahead and look at the table. Carved on it, it has another clue. I think it's an anagram. I wonder if you have to switch the letters around to get the answer. All the puzzles. A lot of these video games that we played, text adventure ones, have really, really good puzzles that have been embedded inside that we haven't played all the way through, and this is another one. Thanks, Kun. Yeah, I'm sure there's extra pieces that we missed, dropped all over the floor. All right, well, I like being in this environment, though. This is like playing an adventure game because you'd be mostly by yourself. I'm glad we got all these people in the chat to join me, but majority of the time, you'd be playing this by yourself trying to figure it out. All right, so here we go. Yeah, I know, it might be mainly. We'll see. All right, so after we do that, it gives us the hint, and it looks like it would be pull 4 hooks, that is. All right, so let's go north. And then go west to the corridor, and then go south as we make our way through this winding place. We're in the small bedroom now. We have a tattered rug, and the only direction back is east. All right, let's go ahead and get rug. Okay, you've got it. A token was under the rug. Oh, get that token. I hope nothing's cursed. Okay, you've got it. Look, token. Going from computer to computer, every keyboard of these systems has little nuances that's different. And so even though we're using emulation to play this, you have to know how to type. I know every time I'm on the Acorn Atom, I got to type very slowly and deliberately. All right, so the writing on this one is Zinc A30. I wonder if they're randomizing this, the puzzle to go around. It's still pretty fun, though. All right, so there you go. That's a A quick look at Mansion Adventure 1. You can see how it works. Like most text adventure games, you're going to be wandering around for a long, long time. This one is just classic. Average of all the games you could be playing right now. You could make it a notch lower, 2.5 stars, but I'm going to say 3. 3 stars of all the games you could play on home computers. You'd find enjoyment with Mansion Adventure 1. It just fits right into that slot of all those games that we've seen up to this point. Yeah, looking over the chat, mostly averages around the other ones. Yes. Oh, that's what it was, Curtis. Yeah, this cipher for the game. Lots and lots of fun. All right, let's see what our next game is. Everything we played tonight has been in the United Kingdom, and this is no exception. This is Martians on the BBC Micro. A video game we only have a couple screenshots for. I didn't find a lot of information for this one, so let's just pop in and play and see what Martians is all about. This is by Richard M.P. Hansen, published by Program Power at some time in October 1982. This is our 31st game we've played on the BBC Micro. And yes, we want instructions. How in the world are we playing this? There's 3 breeds of Martians: invaders, destroyers, and imposters. Imposters change from invaders into destroyers while they're descending. You have to stop the invaders with your force field, and destroyers and imposters must be allowed to land since they're capable of destroying your force field. Okay, I still don't get the game. You gotta give me more than this. The Z and question mark keys are used to move the force field left and right, and it ends when your force field is destroyed or when a column of Martians becomes 6 high. All right, so we're just moving left and right. Seems pretty easy. This is our 21st game we played by Program Power, and the 5th game by Richard M.P. Hansen. Way to go, Richard. Ready, set, go. Oh, what skill level do we want? We're pros here, even though we don't know what the game is. So we're going to go skill level 6. Watch how fast we die. Oh, gosh. Okay, so yeah, don't touch the purple, but all I can do is move left and right. I'm already... Yeah, there we go. So hit enter to go to the next screen. Look at that! So you want to make sure you touch the blue Martians, avoid the purple ones, and I guess the red ones are going to change color on the way down. This is keyboard controlled only, though, which means I don't have any speed. Look, I can't move very quickly from one side to the other, so the end will be inevitable. Well, that one was inevitable because I touched the wrong one. That's right! An avalanche game, but you get to avoid, too. I wonder how many lives we can go through. Is the sound coming through, though? The sound's pretty cool for the BBC Micro. Yeah, the speed, though, I can't get across very fast. Keyboard controlled only, considering the other avalanche games we played, is rough. We played a few of these with paddles, and that's much better gameplay. Just the 2 buttons to go back. Awesome, thanks, Curtis. Yeah, sounds pretty good. This one is our 11th Avalanche variant we played, and that includes the official Avalanche game, too. This is the 9th one we played on home computers. Some of the best, though, that you could be playing right now on home computers would be the official Avalanche that Atari brought to their home computer. And, oh man, one of the best ones, though, was Chicken on the Atari home computer. Chicken's much better. Or at least one of the best ways you could play Avalanche. And then Starship Chameleon on the TRS-80 Color Computer is another good one you could be playing right now. So this one I would give, if I'm going to rate this and consider it with the other games like Avalanche, this is still fairly simple, but I'm thinking it's pretty close to Pac Bomber that we played on the VIC-20. And because the control scheme is much to be desired, it'd be a quick playthrough. You would have fun on this. I'm sure your parents would not want you to be playing this on your BBC Micro, considering it costs it's so expensive. But how do I go to the next and switch my gameplay out? It looks like I don't have lives. But it is keeping a high score in the top right of the screen. Very nice. I'll move on after that, though. All right, so there's Martians on the BBC Micro. Yeah, of all the games you can be playing on home computers, it's subpar. 2.5 stars. It's not necessarily bad. It's colorful. It's bright, but it's a game variation we've seen quite a bit. So 2.5 for Martians. But we got more. I know, right? It reminds you of Kaboom that we play on home consoles, but not nearly as playable. You got to have that paddle control. That's what makes it work. Yeah, I'm with you there, Kun, too. All right, let's see what our next game is. More games in the United Kingdom on our Sinclair ZX Spectrum. This is Missile, just Missile. And this one, I have lots of different ones. So this Missile is one, but there's a few others too. I'm going to show you games that were just called Missile for the ZX Spectrum because there's tons of them. First one I'm going to show you is for Sinclair User. Let's check this out. So ignore this screen. This will be a different version of Missile. The main one I'm wanting to show you is a little different. Oh, look at this. Looks like the ZX81. This one's by B. Smith, age 13. This one came out in December 1982. At least this version did. You're on a boat in the bottom of the screen. You hit 5 and left to go right and 0. So 5 and 8 and 0. Got it. Ready, set, go. Oh my gosh, it's so simple. Oh, you can control the bullet, though. Look at this. It's a 13-year-old's game on the ZX Spectrum. Wait a second. Does it even... I don't even think it registers that I hit the ship. Yeah, I don't think it does. It's broken, but it's fun. There's another quick example of Missile. There's another one that comes out in 1984 for the Sinclair ZX Spectrum. And I want to just show this one because it's just very, very simple Missile games. Here we go. I'm ready. Is this still 5 and 8? It is. All you're doing is using the cursor keys, which are still 5, 6, 7, and 8. So I'm just using 5 and 8 to move left and right. And you just aim that missile and then go. The simplest of simple games. I believe most of these we've seen, they were on books or magazines that you typed in. All right, now let's get to the real Missile. The real Missile game has a homebrew manual involved. So here you go. That's how you... There's the controls. It's a ballistic missile that's approaching. We have to destroy it with our twin laser guns. Observing it telescopically, you alter aim with the crosshairs. So there's the controls. You have to know all those controls to magnify, reduce, fire, and then move all the way around. All right, let's pop it and play Missile. This is by Scion Software, published by Sinclair Research sometime in October 1982. Yeah, it had to have been a type-in, Richard. Yeah. All right, so we're already in the game that fast. This one is the 10th game we've seen that Scion Software has done for us, and they brought us Horus. If you haven't seen Horus on the ZX Spectrum, it's like top-tier gaming right now on the little micro. And this one is our 103rd ZX Spectrum game that we've ever played. So if you look down at the bottom of the screen, we have two different things. I'm actually going to switch to the other side. There's missiles and damage over there, but then there's a radar, and what you do is if you're moving yourself around the screen, you can see the radar showing us where the missile is, and it's slowly getting closer and closer. Watch that, the very subtle scaling of the ZX Spectrum. It's just a missile. It's very simple, but it's pretty cool seeing this coming at us. Well, we need to shoot this, so let me get my crosshairs in. Let me see if I can time this right. Go! You can see the bullet is slowly going, and it looks like I timed it wrong, so let's go move to another spot. You have to wait until the whole thing ends. Man, that's really slow. Okay, so let's try it again. Ready? And will that work? Come on. No, it missed it again. It's switching to another place. So the presentation is like first person. It almost feels this is very much like a command shooter. We're in a base trying to shoot something out of the sky coming at us. That's it. Yes, very unimpressive explosion, but very, very simple. And then it keeps track of our missiles over here. I'll switch myself back over. There you can see it's going to tell us what our damage is in missiles, and then the radar will tell us where they're coming in. It's almost like we're playing a very slow-paced first-person missile command. That's what this feels like. Because missile can be coming in, but it's very, very slow. And the movement of the crosshair is very, very slow. You can magnify, zoom in, and zoom out of your shot, but you're taking control of a laser gun trying to shoot the missiles down. Oh, do we have any more missiles? Where are they at? They must be coming in really, really slow. So of all the command shooters that we played, this is the 39th command shooter. Missile Command being the most popular. This one really doesn't play as much like Missile Command. There's 17 games that are Missile Command-like that you could be playing right now. There it is. I found it. And there's 3 official Missile Command games, but this one is unique. It's a unique command shooter style game. All right, so I'm aiming up my reticle here, nice and easy, and go. Well, it is first person. I refer to first-person shooters as you are as a person, like no vehicles. Otherwise, everything that would be in a tank or a plane would be a first-person shooter. But if you're on the ground and you're holding a gun, then you're a first-person shooter. Think Phantom Slayer. That's a first-person shooter. The most realistic first-person shooter you could be playing right now. All right, so can we go again this far away? I think I should magnify it in. So the very first time you could play any command shooter on the ZX Spectrum. So would you find some enjoyment in this? Sure, but of all the games you could play, it's too slow for all, the idea is really cool though. I like how it's like a first-person missile command. So there you go, the true missile that I wanted to show you besides all those other extra ones that are out there. So for command shooters or video games you could be playing across all home computers, Missile is a 2. I'm going to go with 2 stars, saying it's bad just because of the slow pace and simplicity. It has some elements that you would find enjoyable, but it needs something else to make it faster. Yeah, looking over the chat, very, very generous. Charlie, 2.5 stars. Some other 2s, and then even lower, 1.5 and 2. Very nice. All right. Lots and lots of games from the United Kingdom. We play video games all over the world here. It's now time to put our video game playing on pause. We need to find more games in the arcade, more handhelds, lots more games to come, and we're going to be seeing some stuff that obviously you've never seen before. You can always hope for that here on Chronologically Gaming. Next time on the show, an old classic for the ZX Spectrum, and then another video game starring a mouse for your Atari home console. Was it one of your favorites? That's it for today, and like I always say, while you wait for the games to load, play something new. Hey everybody, thanks for checking out the channel and joining me on my quest to play every single video game in order of release. We'll be streaming live every weekday at 9 p.m. Central, so join us and let us know if we missed any games along the way. This video would not be possible without Launchbox, RetroArch, and MAME. Tell all your friends there's some crazy guy named Chronologically Gaming trying to play every single video game. We have links down below that'll send you to places like our Discord and Patreon, and one that says all the video games we've ever played. If you go there, it's a list of everything, and you can click right to the game you want to see. Chronologically Gaming is the name to look for. We are perpetually retro, and we will catch you next time.